This is your boy, Fat Man DD1. All right, so this seems to be good. Coming out of Screen Rant, we have a report and some leaked news from sources that have basically stated some wild accusations and claims here. But just like all the stuff I've talked about two Spider-Man videos. Talking about concept art, but one of the concept art does lead to that. That's the first one that's right now on freaking 400K views. I'm happy. So, 40K, 4K views on that bad boy right there. Okay, enough bragging. So, Spider-Man PS4 leaked. So basically, this is a leak. It's coming out 2021. So it's coming out 2021. I saw that coming automatically. I feel this year a lot of shit's getting pushed back. I saw this coming. And the last game came out about a few years ago, so 2018, 2000 Spider-Man, and it was powerfully kick-ass. Like, it was lit. So the article, if you guys want to read it, I will zoom in for y'all. It does state that the Spider-Man PS4 game has been leaked out. Oh, my bad. It's been leaked, and there's a lot of information on Reddit. And some of this information sounds a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, and some of it sounds like plausible. If y'all want to pause and stop, here's your good chance. But here's the leaks right here, and let me just break it down for y'all. This shit sounds crazy. It does mention one thing that when Mary Jane went back to Silver Sable's home to talk about the regime happening in her home, talking about people fighting for their lives, being attacked, bombed, and basically just hurt and destroyed, like Silver Sable's people. I forgot the name of the country that she went back to. Severa? Not Sokovia. Something. I forgot the name of it. I played the DLC and beat the shit out of that. But if I remember her homeland in the games, I'm going to pop it up above my face. But Mary Jane goes back, and in the DLC, she goes to that home country because no one was talking about it. Nobody was talking about it. So I was just like, all right. So it's in the City That Never Sleeps DLC that she goes to that area. And I almost forgot this, and I don't know if I mentioned it or it was in the game, but I wanted to bring that up and talk about it on my blog. Yes, I have a blog. It's Life of a Nerd blog. I've talked about 3 video games so far: God of War, Dragon Ball Z, and Jesus Christ, Spider-Man. I only talk about 3 games that I enjoyed the most out of everything. And most of the DLC, me and my boys, we kind of guessed that, yeah. But right here is really diving into more of like Peter went back to Daily Bugle. J. Jonah Jameson went back to the Daily Bugle because he was doing kind of a podcast thing, getting viewerships, people subbing. He was doing a screwball thing, but kind of killing more of that capitalized system. He was doing better than her. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was doing way better than her, but at the same time, he was vocally pushing. He's pushing everything. He has somebody working with him. The guy that's working for him, he was like, fire yourself and rehire yourself. I'm like, okay, J. Jonah, you bugging out. He's like, do you even pay that nigga? Shouts to the interns out there, the hardworking interns that just want to like get a leg up in this fucking industry. So J. Jonah basically goes back to Daily Bugle because they're running out of business. They're going out of business and losing money. And I'm just like, you're losing money? Money? Okay, cool. I don't mind that. There's something in here. And Mary Jane is pissed. She's like, how come nobody told me? He's like, yeah, I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, honey. So Peter went back to Daily Bugle, taking pictures of Spider-Man. You know, the whole Parker luck. Like, you know, sooner or later he's down on his luck and he gets back up. And he always comes back to Daily Bugle. And the Bugle never has good pictures of Spider-Man. And they've tried. And somehow Parker, with his magic eye, he always has a sight for pictures. That's why Eddie Brock in the comics usually sucks, because he has an eye. He doesn't have a good eye like Parker. That's why they've always created him and made him a terrible reporter over the comic series. Like, he's a terrible reporter. He's bad at his job. He is like Brock is bad at his job. So they always do something right about that. Now, what I forget to mention here, somewhere in this motherfucker, they mention doing, here it is, balloon missions. Bruh, I don't want no balloon missions. Rescuing people from burning buildings, balloon missions. They mention that here. I don't want that. All right. I love the missions in the Spider-Man game. My boy doesn't like them. He's just like, the missions are boring. He hates them. They're repetitive. Something about the combos. He loves Spider-Man, but he liked the game. He didn't love it like I did. I mean, my boy Nick did. So I understand. Understandable. Like, one game is to people's pleasure. You know what I'm saying? But this in its entirety, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you this in its entirety. I don't want balloon missions. I don't want to. They're taking a lot of inspiration from Spider-Man 2 movie tie-in game. Don't. Insomniac Games. From me to you, Spider-Man 2 was Spider-Man 2, like the movie game. Like, I don't know which Spider-Man 2. Oh, you mean the regular Spider-Man 2. Okay. Don't take so much from that game. Chill. There's like this article really breaks down. They're taking a lot from Spider-Man 2. They're taking a lot from Web of Shadows. Combat from Web of Shadows. I'm like, yo, chill. You mean getting inspiration? They're being inspired by Spider-Man 2, Web of Shadows. Chill, nigga. I don't want a whole gangbusters of video games. They mentioned something here that I really wanted to touch on, and that for me, without my glasses, I feel like I'm blind as a motherfucking bat. They mentioned something here that I'm just like, these motherfuckers is acting up. Where is it? Hospital missions. I don't care none about that, bro. Like, why y'all doing hospital missions? Mysterio. So he has a fight with Mysterio on the Statue of Liberty. I don't know how we got to the Statue of Liberty finally, but we get that. A lot of people wanted to travel to the Statue of Liberty. They kind of wanted to do some cool shit with that. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? It's New York City. I heard they're gonna put Brooklyn, the Queens in the next game. I'm doing a big hurrah for the Bronx. Stop playing with us. If you put in Brooklyn and Queens, Manhattan, you gotta put the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Nobody going to Staten Island. No, nobody going Long Island. You better put us in here. Like, stop playing games with us, bro. Stop playing games with the Bronx. Spider-Man made one joke in reference to the Bronx. It was fucked up, but put us in that game. Stop playing with us. Mysterio is a head nod. I don't mind Mysterio showing up. I don't mind fighting Mysterio in the beginning of the game. I don't mind that at all. But we just got him in Far From Home, so I would necessarily leave him to like the beginning, middle part of the game. You know, they mention an actor gone mad, and they mention a pissed off actor. They mention Quentin Beck. They don't really like view him as much. I like this that they go to Hell's Kitchen and there may be a mission involved with the lawyer Daredevil. Or he may be teased or mentioned. A side mission in Hell's Kitchen. That sounds cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. It sounds fucking cool. Because I want to see Daredevil. They mentioned him last time that Peter got out of a situation that he wasn't lying. So they mentioned him already in the first game. If they mention him again and they don't show him, you know what I'm saying? 2 mentions, a head nod, two head nods and a mention, that's cool. But this is the second game. What happens if it becomes a third game? Are you gonna show the you don't know how hyped I am. I'm looking at this from a different introspective. If you talk about a character more than once, you get fans hyped. But they had a lot of Easter eggs in this game. They have plenty of Easter eggs. Here, they're talking about Fantastic Four missions. So side missions with a fantastic fireman himself. Personally, I don't know if I really want to do racing with the Human Torch. Racing Johnny Storm? That sounds fun. Not gonna lie to you, that sounds fun. Oof, this is the first family did come back to Marvel. This is interesting. Is the Baxter building, is that shown in the game? Because that means the Baxter building was in the game and I must have like ran past the Baxter building or something, because this whole thing kind of picks at me like, so you're gonna show the Human Torch for the first time ever in game. How they're gonna do it? I, there's a million takes on Human Torch, but yo, the Johnny Storm, he's the first one in the game, so we don't get the Thing, we don't get anything else. They start to go balls deep in this. They're going deep. Like Mary Jane is pissed. J. Jonah comes back. We get a mention or we get to see Matt Murdock. That would be kind of fire. I'm not lying. They start off heavy with a fight with Mysterio on the Statue of Liberty, and now we're racing the Human Torch. All of this sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. But some of this does kind of curious, like, strikes me that it does take place in the winter. So there's a lot of that. This one might interest people a lot. So Venom. So everybody that was like pro Venom, like we want Venom. Everybody that's seen Harry Osborn at the end, I'm fucking with this. So we get these lines. And this game is gonna be heavy. I'm not gonna lie, this game is gonna be heavy. See, hearing Eddie Brock Venom would make something very popular right now. Now we already know Norman Osborn used created the symbiote to test on Harry to try to extract the disease that's poisoning his body, same way it was poisoning his mother's body. His mom died of it, and Harry survived. So, well, kind of survived. He was suffering the same thing. So Norman created the symbiote. Anytime they fuck with the symbiote, it's always been created by science. It's from outer space. They rarely talk about it from outer space. I did like that the symbiote from the Spider-Man animated series way back in the day was from the moon. It was just Black Rock that was on the moon. That was kind of cool. I like that. I really like that. And I hope they kind of mention that, like, oh, a Black Rock or a meteor hit the planet, you know what I'm saying? J. Jonah's son went into outer space and the moon. I swear they mentioned his son going to space in the game. If not, that would be a good reference, you know what I'm saying? I want to see much more of that. They keep referencing and they say that Peter wears the black suit in this game. Everybody was going crazy. They wanted the black suit. They didn't want the Spider-Man noir suit. They didn't want this stealth Spider-Man suit. I didn't give a fuck about the stealth Spider-Man suit. I didn't care about the noir suit. If they put a black suit in here, your mans was gonna go fucking ape shit. I'm telling you. They talk about Act 1, Act 2. Harry breaks free. Act 1 goes killing spree. Goes on a killing spree. So this game gets violent, like straight up gets violent. Wraps up, eventually leads into Act 2. Okay, so no offense, that's kind of crazy. So Harry basically is warped by the symbiote, goes crazy, goes on a killing spree, and then we move into the next act. This game is rushing. They're doing a lot here. This seems to be very cycled through, like checkoff points that fans wanted. Insomniac Game has heard fans, straight up. Also, they follow your boy on Twitter. But regardless of that, what are they doing to make me say, hey, chill, y'all, don't throw so much at this, you might overwhelm the player? How is this all going to be played out? Because, no offense, they do mention the black suit being worn by your boy Parker. Evidence of the black suit. They mentioned Miles. And what caught me off guard a minute from this is that they mentioned Miles in his suit. And they mentioned a combat moment with Miles. That catches me. I think it's in this area. No. Skills. Symbiote suit has its own. Yeah, Symbiote suit has its own set of skills. We know that. Combat. I'm sorry, guys, if y'all reading this, but I'm very interested. If y'all want to pause, take time to pause it as I'm scrolling through. Here we go. Yeah, his classic suit is shown. Here. So, like, there's an image. Speaker also said during this that Miles also has suits. This one called me equipable suits. So Miles also has multiple costumes. That's kind of nice. So we get his classic suit from the comics, and he may have more suits. Okay, for Miles, really? Because they haven't done much with his own suit in the comics at all. Like they really haven't changed up his suit whatsoever. But I like the idea. I'm thinking about it. I hope they give him the Spider-Verse suit with the sneakers. I'm playing like that all the time. I'm with the Jordan. What? Playing that. Stopping at robberies. Classic suit shown here. During Miles, a couple of suits. Miles swinging through low buildings, travel and running on rooftops. Okay. Miles using new web chain. Now, I've heard this web chain, right? They saying that they're going to create a new web chain. So basically, Spider-Man can zip into his webs. Maybe like maybe a web zip, but they call it web chain. So I'm like, what are they doing? Like, what type of new webs are they gonna add to this? Because don't get me wrong, in this game, I played it already. I played it fully through, maxed everything out, 100. What I want to know, what new combos, strategies, fighting styles can you give him? Because, remember, everybody knows about Spider-Man. He has his own spider martial arts, and he knows other martial arts. So I hope they include maybe a little jab here and there, but I wanted to see how they can switch up Spider-Man's movement, especially Miles. Miles is new to the whole Spider-Man thing. How are they going to up his game of fighting? How are they going to up his game of moving? And hearing this web chain, that shit sounds nice. Ain't gonna lie to you. Zipping between rooftops and ledges. Now, Miles seems to be a character I want to get aboard. Like, I want to get on board that character. And that's, man, I hope he's going to be good. Because the last thing we see of him in the game is him jumping off a rooftop and hopefully swinging. Miles Select ends with him fighting a group just before Peter tags in. So, see, now that caught me right real quick. Tags in. So, do we get to play back-to-back with him like we did with Black Cat? Do we get to go chaining back-to-back combos? Do I get to combo here, chain like in the Batman Arkham games when we played as Batman and Nightwing or Batman and Catwoman? Do we get to press a button and connect a chain of attacks? Like Peter webs Miles and Miles grabs it and he flings him around, or they both web each other and they do like a split and throw. Like he throws him and pow, they do like triple kick. Like dude does, like, is it like I jump high, I web him up, he throws me up and slam with a web chain, like with a web, like that web stomp. That shit was sound. See, everything I'm saying here sounds like you could use that. Like I web up, bow, web stomp, nigga. Like that shit would be lit. I'm not talking crazy, but that would be lit. Oh man, I have so many ideas that I wish they could hey, Insomnia, you can use this idea. Oh my god. Miles and Peter tags in. The two fight together where you're able to swing between both for certain sections. Okay. So you're able to like use them between certain sections, like swinging in the game for certain sections or playing in that, because I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying? If we're switching between both characters, that would be lit. Both for certain sections? Nah. That wording is kind of like, after the game is done, can I replay as this character? Like, what type of side mission should I have? I also love that everybody hates the side missions with Mary Jane and Miles. I get it, guys. You didn't like the missions. I enjoyed them pretty much because I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not doing the whole Spider-Man ass kicking, but I did like the way they filled up the game. They did fill the game up nicely for just a small part of it. It wasn't like OD, oh, they did all this. No, at least they did something. Like I did like these moments. Like you know what I'm saying? Even with Peter, we had some regular Parker moments, but I do still want Miles to have a little tech base in his suit, because Miles is good with tech, so I want him to integrate that within his own suit. I want to see how that happens. Maybe in this game he doesn't have his camouflage. He creates his camouflage. What you mean? That sounds fire. Sounds fire. Or they tie in with the comic book where Spider-Man fights the Speed Girl and he creates his Velocity Speed suit. That sounds good. Norman Osborn smashing a bunch of equipment, as well as throwing a table out of a window. The show reel ends. Okay, all right. So basically, we're getting DLC just like in the last game, and this right here catches me off guard. Norman laughing, laughter. We could get the Green Goblin. This is a good Reddit. I'm not gonna lie to you. If y'all want to read it without me doing any commentary, you can go ahead and do that. But realizing that through like a wave of 3 DLCs like last time, that's good, but bad. So if anybody willing to buy this game, I would tell you right now, you want to buy it, go buy it. You want to purchase it, go purchase it. Oh, shout out to Screen Rant for this article. I actually checked this out. I hope this is true. If it's not, you know what I'm saying, this Reddit thread will be in the description. This is basically everything we just went over here. I hope it's true. And I'm saying, I want to take this not for face value, but once they said the spider suit could be in this game, but this throws a lot at you. This throws a lot at you, and we can speculate to when the sun rises and sets, but let's get it straight off the bat. It throws a lot, and this is one of them that kind of catches me off guard. Mysterio fighting with Spider-Man on the Statue of Liberty. We're fighting on Lady Liberty with Mysterio first? Okay, balloon missions? That's corny. I don't know about that. I don't know about balloon missions. Rescue missions, too much from like Amazing Spider-Man, too much from like the Spider-Man 2, too much. Rescue missions are motherfucking boring, especially motherfucking boring. If you're taking anything out of Web of Shadows or Amazing Spider-Man, chill out. Don't do that. Please don't do that. It's cool to do missions, but I don't want to do rescue missions. Let's not do that. Don't do that, and then people just hate it. Unless you're doing cool rescue missions. Taskmaster returns. Yes. Oh yes. Taskmaster returns. Screwball. I want Taskmaster. I want a little bit of Screwball. She was annoying, but I did enjoy her side stories. That by itself kept me interested. Tombstone. I want Tombstone. I want Tombstone back. Because Tombstone, that nigga could bring the streets. The gangs respect Tombstone. He's a powerhouse. He may have been turned a little like human, like he's a little vulnerable, but when he comes back, he's thicker than ever. Boy, that's gonna be fire. We could get Luke Cage, Tombstone Luke Cage messing with Harlem. Come on, stop playing with us. Stop playing, baby. That would be fire. I don't mind that. The balloon missions I don't fuck with. The rescue missions I don't fuck with. But that's just to fill the game up. What caught me off guard is straight up Harry Osborn out of nowhere with the Venom suit. That's what I had a picture like that on here by a cool ass artist. He drew that up. So, you know what I'm saying? One concept art inspiring something crazy happening with this. Hopefully most of this information is real. Even if it's a leak, this sounds like some good info. You know what I'm saying? The symbiote suit being in there and more characters. Miles getting his own suits, like plural, like his own equipped suits. That sounds pretty fire. I hope we do get camouflage Miles. It's not his powers, but it's his suit. That would be pretty interesting. I don't know, that would be pretty interesting. And his Venom Blast is natural, but I'm not lying to you. This sounds pretty interesting for the most part. Norman Osborn laughing, so we might get hints of seasoning with Green Goblin. You never know. The multiple suits with Miles. I hope we get multiple Spider-Man suits with Miles. I hope we do. Mary Jane being pissed that they never told her about Jameson coming back to the Daily Bugle and the Daily Bugle going out of business because she has been overseas in Silver Sabriel's homeland. There's a lot of communication with that. I want to know what the DLC would be next, but a lot of this seems to be speculation. I hope this is real. Not all of it, not the balloon missions or the rescue shit. Hell no, fuck no. But Osborn, Harry Osborn, Venom, Eddie Brock, Jay Jonah going back to Daily Bugle, that kind of sounds like a tradition of Jay Jonah. He did build that company up. He left that company after a while because he felt betrayed. But since that company went out of business, Jay Jonah built it up. He is that company. So knowing him, his instinct and his pride, his like, I don't want to see what I built die. I want to keep it alive. So he will go back. I see that. And the tradition of Peter Parker always going back to Daily Bugle, that would be kind of a transition. And Jay Jonah would be like, Parker, you're back. Cool. Give me some of the Spider-Man photos. You know how it is. Perfect. It aligns up with the comics. Eddie Brock arguing with Jay Jonah because Eddie Brock has been there longer and he hasn't messed with Jay Jonah and he doesn't know Parker. So that could be a story that is fire. That's probably why the business is dying. There we go. Stories kind of lining up. Eddie Brock has been working for the Daily Bugle. His photos are trash. His videos are trash. Everything he's doing is carposh. And the Daily Bugle has been losing so much money because of the pictures he takes, the articles he writes. Everything is just terrible. No, the pictures he takes and his articles are too controversial, and they're just losing the money. Nah, I see it all. I see it all. I see it all now. If this leaks is real, I fuck with it. If it's not, we just looking at, some terrible energy here. But Daredevil being mentioned does sound like something the first Spider-Man game did do, and I respect that. So PS5, it might be looking to be hefty, boys. I ain't gonna lie to you, it might be looking to be hefty. But this is all for you. If you want to check out the Reddit post, it's in the description as well. Check out the article. Shout out to Screen Rant. This is your boy Fat Man DD1. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys are doing awesome on this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It's a good old Sunday, the 19th, boys. Hope you got them stimulus checks. This is your boy Fat Man DD1. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and remember to hit the bell icon to be notified, and stay up to date with your boy. Please stay up to date with me. I'm doing so much right now to kind of keep this channel going. We're gonna reach 500 subscribers. I can feel it in my soul. Also, if you believe this leak is real, comment below. If you think it's fake, comment below. What do you think? Let me know how you feeling about this. Because I'm a little iffy. I like some of it. I hope it's true. Not all of it, but I like some of it. The 3 DLCs sound familiar, but let's not do a recreation of 3 DLC. Maybe a 4. Hey, I like to dream. Ain't gonna lie to you. So remember to never give up, never surrender, keep on grinding. Don't forget to comment and hope to stay away from grandma, grandpa. Wash your goddamn hands. Practice social distancing, and make sure you're working out and not being the ultimate fat nerd like I am. Peace, and I'm out. Oh, let's get it, Insomniac. Let's get it.
Shit.
Getting bit on drum.
This is the last one.
You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill.
This is the last
Some of
one.
you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
Ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All them niggas falling like autumn, nigga. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous.
Yeah, man.
Niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story, so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.